Buy the rumor, sell the news is apparently what's on the agenda today in the markets. Let's talk about why. All right, here's the chart. Had a bit of a sell off earlier today in previous sessions. A pretty decent gap to the downside once markets reopened last night. A little bit of consolidation. Had a little bit of a move to the upside here, as you can see here, right? So a nice gap here, move to the downside, a little consolidation. Little move to the upside here prior to New York session open. Once the New York session opened, we had a little bit of a push down here. And then apparently the rumor that caused this huge jump here, apparently there was a rumor going around on social media that Trump was considering holding off or pausing the reciprocal tariffs for 90 days. Completely unconfirmed, 100% a rumor, and the market took off. This is like a 10% move here, okay, within the markets. And this is the NQ, right? This is actually when it happened. So we had a little bit of a retrace here, but when that news came out, I guess, I'm not sure exactly when it came out or whatever, but we had this huge pump to the upside here. And then we gave it all back. Buy the rumor, sell the news, because it's a completely unconfirmed, just a rumor floating around on social media. There's absolutely no confirmation of that, you know. So we had this huge pump this morning, or yeah, this morning right around 10 o'clock, which we gave all back. You're just typical. We saw it happen live. Buy the rumor, sell the news. At first, I couldn't understand what was going on. I was trying to look for what was going on. I couldn't see anything in the news. It didn't really make any sense. And then one of the viewers during the live session pointed out that there was this rumor floating around, and I found the article about it. You're typical, once again, buy the rumor, sell the news, and now we don't know what we're doing again. Very, very volatile, um, as to be expected. Volatility has spiked extremely high over the past few days, right? Since the tariff announcements came out last Wednesday. No different today. A lot of uncertainty still. So I am, just to recap, halfway through with my challenge here. Okay, this is my challenge account that you're watching through Top Step. I am halfway through completing it. So I am, and I've never been this close to finishing one of these. So I am being extremely, extremely picky with my trades. And with this large movement here, you know, a single contract doesn't have to move much at all. Very, very little movement um, to have huge gains, but also huge losses, right? If you're wrong. So I didn't really want to. I didn't want to take that chance. So I didn't take any trades today. I thought about switching over to my practice account to at least get some reps in, right? Practice, practice, practice. I didn't end up doing that, but what I did do was chart out a trade that I would have taken. I didn't take a trade. Okay, this was just me placing, this on the chart as if I was taking a trade. So let me just explain what I saw here. Okay, here we have some liquidity. If you look at the 15-minute chart, it's pretty easy to see here where we had a little liquidity grab here. And then we tested this whole area here, lots of liquidity before we continued pushing to the downside here. We pushed back up into this zone, pushed out very, very quickly, and came back down and retested. Okay. Um, we retested here. We did not break below. We didn't break below this low here. Had a really nice push out of that liquidity zone. Okay. Came back with a very normal retrace here. This was this is what piqued my interest here. This candle here came down and retested this liquidity zone, similar to back here. Okay. And had a nice push back up to the upside. Okay. Closing at the same level that these candles were closing before, which actually coordinates with these highs here. So what I saw was liquidity move to the upside, nice move to the upside, normal pullback here, again rejected. This candle here, I said, as long as we close bullish on this candle, this would be a good entry point. So I waited. We let this candle close here. You can see it closed above the previous candle. So I said, okay, this would be a good entry point here. So I just plotted this basically saying entry here on this bullish candle off of the reject of our liquidity zone, stop loss below the wick of the previous candle, and you're just targeting previous highs here, okay, where you can also see some liquidity building here. Um, Trade went really, really nice. Once we got this breakout candle here above previous highs, we moved our stop loss, or would have moved our stop loss to break even, making this trade a free trade. A little bit of a pullback here, looked really, really healthy still, and it continued on and pushed right up to our take profit. Really, really nice trade, I think. Again, I'm still mediocre at all this, so I would love to hear your opinion on what I'm seeing and what my plan was here and how this trade was executed. I would love to hear somebody else's opinion, so leave that in the comments down below what you think about what I just explained. Am I totally off? Was this just a lucky trade? Or am I seeing what I'm supposed to be seeing in the markets based off of liquidity and, you know, previous day highs and lows and things like that, right? So trade worked out really, really nice. Again, this was not an actual trade that I took. I like to do this sometimes when I'm not sure, where I'll just plot it out, let it play it as if I was actually doing it, moving the stop loss and whatnot to see how it works out, which for me gives you confirmation and gives you more confidence in yourself that you are seeing things the way you're supposed to be seeing them in the market. So that's how I like to do these things sometimes, so that I can work, things out, gives me confirmation, right? We came back down into our liquidity zone here, peaked out, but ultimately, tried to move up again. I'm not seeing much strength to continue to the upside. Volume has dropped significantly now. So this is about the time where you normally get your low volume until later on in the afternoon. So this is when I say, okay, the day is done for me because you don't really know. You don't have enough volume to really move one direction or the other, or the price action is just a little bit more weak. So for me, once we hit 11:45, 12 o'clock, then the day's kind of finished for me anyway. So, um, super volatile day, lots of things going on, lots of rumors, buy the news, buy the rumor, sell the news stuff going on. It was cool that we actually were able to catch that if that's what it was. Who knows really what moved the market like that, but it makes sense, right? Um, and that's it. So, quick recap today, guys. Not really much else to talk about. There's going to be a ton of uncertainty in the market for a little while still. So, we're going to have high volatility. We're going to be seeing movements like this. Any little tweet or truth social post, whatever, you know, might move the market in these wicked movements, and then you're going to get an opposite, an equal and opposite reaction to it because it's just a rumor or a post or whatever. So um, be super careful right now. Markets are a little bit wild. Be very, very picky with your trades, um, and go from there. Stay out of the market if you have to. These couple of days, maybe the next week or whatever, might be a little bit better to stay cash if you're really, really not sure about what's happening. Um, Again, that's just my opinion. It's not financial advice. You guys do your own research, make your own decisions. That's just what I'm doing. I do I would really like to try to finish this challenge this week. But again, I'm not going to risk the fact that I'm so close. So I am going to be very, very picky with my trades. I'm going to wait for the right opportunity so that we can do this the right way and finish off and finally become funded. That's the goal. All right, that's it for today, guys. Didn't really do much. Watched the market make some wild movements, made a little fake trade, gave me some confirmation, some more confidence in what I'm doing in the market. And that's a good thing for me. Again, I would love to hear what you guys thought about that trade. So watch this video, leave the what you guys think in the comments down below. Regardless of what it is, I don't care. Doesn't bother me. But I would love to hear somebody else's opinion on how this trade went down. All right. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. I would appreciate it. And to all my subscribers already, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And don't forget to join the free Discord. Link is in the description down below. I'll see you guys at the Discord, and I'll see you guys in the live session tomorrow morning. Same time. Have a great day.